Chinese. Jack will translate to English.
In this current tournament, there hasn't been Shadow Fiend mid that much. What do you feel is one of the stronger heroes in the tournament as far as mid lane goes?
The heroes now?
Yeah, in this tournament.
Invoker.
果然
Interesting answer.
Yeah.
Miracle Life Invoker. This changes a lot.
带着很多胜利的男人。好的，那我们接下来这一场最终的 solo 大赛的
Unfortunately, and the
总
rest,
决赛就将在我们
that's where our knowledge ends
Paparazzi
of languages.
Jack's got this. Jack's got this. We
Yeah,
can
no,
just
but he's not going to
Oh, he's not
translate.
gonna translate to them.
He's not going to translate to English because he's there for the Chinese
准备这一场
stream.
激烈的大战，
Oh,
加油！
But we can still just look at him. I mean, I love Jack.
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
just happy
it's a
looking
good
at Jack.
looker.
I'm
He
sure
is
everybody
so good at his job. It's amazing.
He's just a jolly dude, but you know it's also great that they said Invoker, because Jack detests
Yes.
Invoker. He's there just
He
his
does.
blood is already boiling. But yeah, other mid annoying matchups, maybe something weird we
Lina?
could see. Lina could be okay, yeah. Whoever hits level 6 first and then gets a obs, like an obs to get vision to maybe go for the Laguna plays.
But it also depends on who gets to choose the 1v1.
Yeah,
and that
makes
brings
a big
me to my
difference.
next question.
Wayo. Self-leading, the best kind. Nice.
Nice. Who is going to take this first game?
Who's going to take the Shadow Fiend versus Shadow Fiend? Paparazzi looked pretty dominant in the last one.
You don't know anything.
I don't
dude.
know. I didn't even finish
First
yet.
of all-
Listen, I know you're throwing it in with Paparazzi, but this is a miracle one through and through. He just saw, it's so important in Dota to be able to see the enemy fight before. He didn't know his Shadow Fiend strat. Now he knows. He's going to use Raze. He's going to try to get last hits. These are important things to think about when planning your counterattack. It's a miracle one.
I do think Paparazzi looked really dominant before, but for the Westerners, you know, he's our hope. I have to go for Miracle.
Oh, this kid's an idiot. Miracle.
You're the
Did you
worst.
not see him get
I was
trashed
not
in
voting for
game
you anyway.
one?
Get away from me.
Paparazzi, piece of cake. I mean, Miracle got owned. Owned.
All right,
Okay.
all right. Let's see if our commentators are biased or if they were also split. It is over to Merlini and Toby.
Well, are we split? Because I was leaning to Miracle until Slack said Miracle was going to win, but luckily Slack's backpedaled. And
who are you choosing?
I'm with Miracle on this one.
I'm with Paparazzi.
You're with Paparazzi?
Get over, stay over there. We are split.
Yeah, well, we're already like separated by a box of doom. So, yeah. Well, man, I would lean towards Miracle. Miracle, tons of experience. Obviously, you see Paparazzi's got a lot as well, but
Paparazzi didn't really have a contest in either of his 1v1s.
see, I'm thinking about the hero selection. Like, even if Miracle loses on the first one, he's going to pick a hero who he feels massively comfortable with in the mid. The Paparazzi probably has never played mid before.
We didn't even know Paparazzi could play mid like that before.
Yeah, we actually didn't. But what happens if we get a punch or something like that running in the mid? And I don't know what Slacks was spoken when he was at TI, but I'm fairly certain the 1v1 tournaments, a denial does not actually count as a kill. And it's first to 2 kills, not first to 2 deaths.
Oh, the courier. Paparazzi with the lead, going with the 2 branches once again for 1 less damage, but 1 more agility, 1 more intel, a little bit of strength.
How massive is that?
Oh, what happened to his taunt? Yeah, show me that taunt.
There we go.
Fiendish swag.
He's got the swagger.
I hope it automatically does it in a 1v1 after the kill. Because it's kind of like, it's a team wipe.
It's true. True. The taunt does get triggered. So it's not always the players who actually do it. It is an in-game mechanic that can just automatically trigger the taunt. All right, let's see if Paparazzi actually gets the block as well. It's another thing which you kind of miss about the Warcraft 3 version. It actually spawned the creep wave after 30 seconds. So you didn't have to wait the entire timeout like we are doing right now. It was actually a hell of a lot quicker. Small things. It's the little things.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's cool that you can do in the match. I don't think we've seen anything else. Anyways,
well,
back to the Radiant block.
You can't really manipulate anything because you're not allowed to use the jungle camps or any creeps from inside the jungle.
Nope.
I always wondered like if someone would be able to like afford into the later game like a Shadow Amulet and then set a trap in the mid.
Yeah, right.
It's expensive. Oh, okay, Miracle. He lost the range creep.
That's good.
No, we had that debate last time. We had that debate during the quarterfinals.
It's good if you can get the deny off.
Yeah, but if you can't, then the creep wave for Paparazzi is now going to be held at the perfect position. So Miracle needs to get this deny to make it work, and he doesn't. Creep goes to Papazari, and now Miracle's in a bit of a rough position where he's going to struggle to get control of the wave back again.
Yeah, Papazari has pulled the melee creeps to the uphill. Even if Miracle times the last hit right, he might not be able to get the last hit. But
then again, Papazari missed both of them.
Oh, he's taking so much damage. Oh my god, he is not healthy on HP. And now he has to fight into... See, this is what happens when you block.
Yep.
And you get the range creep in front.
Now you got the double wave coming the way of Miracle. But he doesn't have the race to fight with, but Papazari's taking still a hell of a lot of damage at this early point of the game.
Whoa.
Okay.
So many creeps, and he's not level 2 yet, so he can't do anything about it.
Push the tower, 2 tower damage. That's what this comes down to. Or fight Miracle underneath his own tier 1 tower. Not the greatest in the world. Miracle does have the extra armor when he's got this, and Papazari can be careful not to take damage from the tower. He's running out of creeps.
That's worth, though. He got the range creep tonight.
But now Miracle is still farming underneath his own tower.
It's not easy to last hit as an SF with 4 souls under your own tower, though. I think overall this is a pretty big win for Papazari. I think he got 1 range creep deny versus the 0 of Miracle. So I would value like range creep deny as like 2 maybe, as opposed to regular 1.
Okay.
So he's at like 4 and 3 versus 5 and 1. I guess it doesn't give you an extra soul, though.
Yeah, we just keep rubber banding the waves back and forward. This one's going to sit a little bit cleaner as Miracle. Okay. Oh, Miracle. He lined him up beautifully.
He was ready for that, please. He salved and tangoed immediately after. And now he's going to lose like 4 souls because of this. Oh, my God.
He actually is able to deny up almost the entire wave as well. He took 3 out of those 4.
And the creep was not even
creeps.
dead. Papazari. Yeah, he was definitely ready. I like how he has tangos, too. I haven't seen too many other players go with tangos. They just mostly go with salves.
They've always been doing the salves. There's been no consistent regeneration. And now, okay, quickly, Raze just establishes who's boss.
Well, you know, Miracle's mana is at 48 versus Papazari, who can triple raise. Hello.
Miracle back to the safety of the tier 1 tower. And at least he knows this is the best of 3, so even if this SF matchup goes a little bit haywire, there's still a second chance.
That was the XP look in level 4 versus level 3.5, I believe.
Just shy of the 4 of Papazari. But Miracle's at least got a better position now with the creep wave.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't have his regeneration, however, which is the bigger problem.
He doesn't have mana to prevent Papazari from going uphill. Oh, that was a whiff.
Oh, yeah, it was an attempt to cancel. Miracle just moves back underneath the tower. He's still getting the denies underneath the tower. And Miracle needs a break here.
He has it. He has his clarity.
just don't lose it. Races are the way back into the soul world.
1v1s are stressful. Oh, another missed race.
Now that almost works for Miracle because now he's able to deny up that range creep in relative safety. Turns for his own raise. Doesn't actually hit most of the Radiant creep wave, so he doesn't lose that momentum either.
No sticks yet for either side. Papazari going for the clarity. Miracle.
So you got 1 on Miracle.
Are they going to both chicken out and just not try and hit the long-range raise, or are they both going to try and man up?
The only chicken from this map are couriers.
Oh, no.
Yeah. He's got the...
These are donkeys. Oh, nice dodge. Baited.
So you want to actually come in closer? Like, Miracle still needs to just let the salve burn off.
Radiant Vision is OP with the Observer Ward's rank. You really want Observer Ward by nighttime, by the way. This is actually quite important.
Something Miracle might... he's actually got salves, he's got 2 salves in his stash. He could afford the Observer Ward if he wanted. The Courier just came back and...
Dude, Papazari is trashing Miracle in denies. 10-3? That's disgusting.
Hey, there's always races to come back, right?
Not if you have no mana.
Yeah, that is a problem. And you can't use runes, you can't use bottle.
This is where the big level difference comes into play. Level 5 versus level 4.5. That's not even close in level.
Miracle again, having to cop the raise and a physical attack.
And he has a pop and stick already. No surprise factor there.
Yeah, and the full magic wand is on Papazari.
Can he see the clarity?
Yeah, he should be able to.
It's nighttime, dude. And the Observer Ward's on his hill. I don't actually know if he sees it. Now he does. Okay.
Just out of vision. You can see him turning like he does see him to try and do the raise.
Dude, Papazari has had to play so many 1v1s to play like this. It's ridiculous how good he is in this 1v1.
Miracle just has to hug the safety that is his tier 1 tower. Build up his souls, put Papazari into a bad position, and don't let that clarity stop.
Okay, now we're back to parity with level 5 versus level 5.
Oh, the raises from Miracle.
Another range creep deny, though. This really start to add up. Level 6 versus level 5. Not that big a deal unless you skill Requiem at 6, which we haven't really seen too much because they, I believe, expect it to go a little bit longer.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to. Still a decent amount on the line. You want to take a trophy home from this, or even if both these teams are unable to claim victory of the entire of the entire of DAC, they can still take home a trophy. Obviously, Liquid are incapable of doing that now. Hi, GB. Still in the running. All right, curious to their run again. Miracle is in desperate need of consumables.
No boots either. Both have committed heavily to regen.
All right, so they've both managed to finish up their magic wands.
Dude, he is getting trashed in tonight. So it was 10-3. That was 19-3.
Hey, it just takes a good couple of raises and you get back into this. Obviously, Miracle needs mana.
If you weren't on Miracle's side, you would see the truth, Toby.
I probably would, but we'll live in denial for now.
Just like Miracle.
He doesn't have any denies, man. That's all Papazari's. 20 denies to 3 denies. It's, yeah. Miracle does not own this mid lane at all.
I think he probably, yeah, now he definitely sees the clarity.
Well, raise number 1, that's all he's got, but Papazari still has 5 1 charges, 3 Tango charges, as well as the South. That's a lot to go for. Wonderful way to fill in the details of Kale.
Neither of me would laugh at that.
I actually looked over to Miracle's face when he wrote it, and he is totally serious when he wrote that. Like, there wasn't even a smirk coming up on his face when he did it.
They're in the zone. Do you get in the zone when you play Dota, Toby?
Yeah, but my zone is one of failure. That's why I get into the zone of commentary. And when you do that, I won't notice anything. Like, I actually gave myself burn blisters on my feet during the middle of a cast. I actually burnt my foot on the carpet because I was just, like, doing that little nervous thing when you sit still, and managed to actually, like, burn a hole in the bottom of my foot during the middle of a cast. Didn't even notice. Miracle, trouble. It seems whenever we go on a side story, Miracle, like, somebody gets in a lot of trouble. This time it's Miracle.
Need some boots, sir.
Does.
Cannot afford it, because now the deny count is 25-3.
And Papazari has this in the bag as long as he doesn't screw it up. That's all he needs to do. And Miracle, okay.
He might need to refresh that Observer Reward actually kind of soon. It's about to expire.
Well, he should have the money for it.
That's
see that net worth
true.
difference? It's almost 1,000 net worth difference between the two. And Papazari knows it.
I've heard some different philosophies on like the boots choice for Shadow Fiend. There's a lot of different options you can go at this point. You can go Aquila to push a tower. You can go Casual Buckler is mega value because you're right-clicking a lot. You can also go for Treads or Phase. Phase pretty good at chasing people down. Treads just straight better on one-on-one man fighting, depending on what you think is going to happen. So this is where it gets maybe a little bit unorthodox. Blade Mail owns in 1v1 too. Oh my god, it is so good.
Affording that's going to be rather difficult, however. Like the chainmail early on, like at least that part can be part. Like,
yeah.
Like that'll help you in the physical battle. But when you've got half of the CS, in fact all the CS which is currently missing from Miracle, if you took the denies of Papazari, he's got 80 in total, or 81 in total against the 30 of Miracle. If you start counting up denies and last hits.
I need boots.
He needs something. But like right now, it's poverty versus riches.
Yeah. He sounds like that CM that got trashed like 15 minutes in. I still don't have my boots, guys.
I died 8 times. I died 8 times. I don't know what I'm meant to do. Frostbite creep in the jungle. I'm
Can
not
you
allowed
please
to.
buy the wards, Dazzle? I need my boots. I will purchase boots of speed.
It's
getting uglier and uglier.
Yeah, like you wonder when's the point where you say, you know what, I actually just have to TP back. I have to go back and just TP out. Like that's it.
You can double raise the next wave and do it. Actually, does he have enough mana to do so? It looks like he doesn't really want to miss that much.
He's got a cloak coming in for Papazari, so he's going for the resistance. So Miracle's way back into this is going to be through like that quick bursting of raises if he can do it.
But he's building up stick charges. 11-5. 11 is almost enough to tank a raise. Yeah. 12. Oh, casual cloak.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
that's the cloak.
That is actually pretty cool. He's not going to be taking that many right clicks. He's just going to go straight for the max raises.
It's the only way Miracle can get back into this. He's got to actually trigger multiple raises, and Papazari is not going to let the damage fly his way.
Maybe this is where you commit to like a Blightstone though by Miracle and just go for the straight one-on-one.
Oh, okay,
trading.
well Miracle comes in really, really close. He's still only got one charge up his sleeve, and Papazari will take it. The raise behind the tower. Miracle knew it was falling apart for him.
That was...
So game one is done. Miracle actually like pushed his chair back at the end of that. It's like, oh, well, okay, what do I do now?
You did mention...
Maybe thought the whole thing was over.
That one range creep, it didn't serve him that well because he got the creep pushed into his tower and he had a lot of trouble CSing. But Papazari also really knows how to push his advantage. Like, he played really well with the creep wave, and I thought First Blood was going to come out like 10 seconds in again.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
It looked close at the start. But yeah, that one range creep, we had, was it actually EE? Was it Eternal Envy, I think, who actually did it during the quarterfinals? There was one other player that did it during the quarterfinals, and it was definitely one of the ones that we commentated. And we looked at it like, oh, he's playing it like a safe laner.
He also got the denies, though, in the range creep, so...
Yeah.
Papazari, pretty mechanically skilled.
Yeah. He was... Like, that last hitting in denial, it was perfect. But you also start to wonder then, like, what happened with the momentum. Like, yeah, he actually held the high ground. Miracle wasn't too shut down by it. But then this rubber banding of the creep wave. It just kept bouncing back and forward from tower to tower.
He dodged a lot of raises, too.
Yeah.
He was... Yeah, it was pretty impressive.
So, second round comes up.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about the hero matchups.
Let's talk about the hero matchups, because it's Miracle's choice. Now, he mentioned on the stage Invoker. But it's,
okay, so
it's a Puck.
My three favorites are, my two favorites are Quap and Puck, because I think they are very, very exciting. Tons of ways to skill dodge. Tons of way to actually like, you can level up your skills differently. In Shadow Fiend is pretty much max raise with level 1 Necromancer level 1. And Puck vs. Puck, max silence actually owns really badly. Okay.
I'll go with you on this one. Okay.
It's really good. You can't phase shift, you can't orb, you can't jaunt, you can't silence yourself. It's really strong, so I would actually not be surprised to see 1-3-1s.
Do you worry you fall off a little bit too much on the damage when you do that?
Why?
Like, well, what's the damage difference between having an orb as well as the
Very
rift?
little.
Like, can you get in range to get the rift off though? Or is that just when you have like that one value point up in orb and then you just?
It's usually, I think, with the scaling mana cost on. I used to play a lot of Puck v Puck, and that was before the mana nerf, or mana buff rather, on the orb. So orb takes like what, like 75 mana or something stupid at level 1. So you can actually keep that pretty low. And the waning rift cooldown is like pretty long, so maybe you don't want to max it. But I would not be surprised to see 1-3-1. You can even not go phase shift, because phase shift doesn't actually help in your damage output at all. So you can go 2-3-0.
But then if you do get in trouble, you got nothing to evade with.
Doesn't matter. You have all the damage. It's like SF versus SF. Whoever has like the smallest advantage early wins. You can also catch your opponent off guard, because they might not know that you didn't skill, that you got like level 2.
Do you look for the same build as well? Like SF is obviously all about building up the soul, so it's just
you get nulls. You can also use like a salve into a phase shift into a jaunt to dodge. The matchup is gonna be great. Okay, I'm so glad he chose an exciting one as opposed to like OD. OD's like. Ugh, kill me. But
hey,
Puck vs. Puck is great.
I'll still be happy to see Pudge or Techies come in.
Please no.
That would be where I would go, because it would be the deny game.
Dude, you know what would be great? If Miracle wins this and Papazari loses and he chooses Puck again. That would be great. Okay, I want to see that happen.
No, but you still want to see something different. You want to see like a Queen of Pain, though. Like, that would be nice. Actually,
either
both
one's
the Puck
fine.
and the Quap.
They're both great. They're both classic 1v1 matches. All we're having is classics here.
Yeah,
let's see history in the making.
Into the classics. So, Miracle on Puck, Papazari on Puck.
You know what you can also
surprise.
You can also orb if you miss the block, so you can get the block off. It's actually, I think, that important that you might need to do it.
So you jump in front again.
I think if you're Puck mid, you definitely skill orb, so you can block after the bounty rune. In 1v1, maybe a little bit different. Neither person has skilled yet. I'm not sure about level 1 phase shift. I think level 1 phase shift is also pretty good too, though, because you can evade a lot of right clicks. But it doesn't help you CS. So where do you go with this? There's a lot of different ways, and this is probably not one that's played that often anymore because Puck is not really seen as a mid laner.
Yep. The difference between our items is 2 branches versus the early tangos of Papazari.
So tangos means you're going for harassing as opposed to CSing. Because if you're going for CSing, you want maximum damage and perhaps maximum mana, although mana isn't your limiting factor. It's mostly right clicks. So I think he's actually going to play very aggressively on Miracle, perhaps with Orb level 1, or even Silence level 1. Silence level 1 sounds awful, but I think it's either Orb level 1 or Face Shift level 1.
How do you keep the aggression up, though, without the lane punching back? Because you've still got to move back off the lane to consume the tango. If the lane
Maybe you bait a branch play by Miracle and then steal it.
And then you're right, no. If that happens, like if that actually happens, it would be...
Have you seen that in mid before? Like people try and pop a tango and then it gets like power shotted down really fast. Those are some sick plays. I love seeing those. Okay, here we go.
Miracle's lost another creep. It's the melee who moves forward, but it's not as bad a position as before.
Okay, let's see who skills what
It's still on the hillside of Papazari. So Miracle, it's both dodging with phase shift. So when he's straight physical harass, he can at least dodge one of the attacks.
He already ate a tango though, so that's pretty good. Miracle has 0 CS so far. Okay, there he goes. 1.
Well, Salve and Salve, I think, are on the way out. Miracle needed to have the regen.
The range creep deny. Oh, here we go. That's good. That's good for Papazari. You don't get it denied. That's a victory. And this range creep, is it going to get denied? Oh no, Miracle doesn't have Orb yet.
He didn't want to phase shift either. Papazari actually shifts himself up on the hillside, pushing Miracle away from the range creep. And that range creep is 1 more attack from Papazari. Is 2 attacks away from denial.
Oh, you can also get courier snipes in 1v1.
Oh yeah, because you can all forward. Miracle. Well, the phase shift's down for Papazari, so Miracle wants to try and commit here. He potentially could, and he does. He jumps down. The ult from Papazari will hit. He already took the damage and then jaunts up the river and away. Now he doesn't have a salve. It's in his stash. The courier has to bring it back out again, so it's only the consistent regeneration to put it back. And Miracle's doing the same thing. He didn't actually buy a salve for his first time around. He bought the tangos instead.
Papazari has to wait for that slow chicken, only close to the T2. Miracle could play pretty aggressively up here, close to the T1 tower. T1 dive is not as big of a deal because you're Puck. You have 2 ways to dodge, one with the jaunt, one with the phase shift, and that should generally be enough to secure a first blood if you're confident enough in your play. So he goes for 2 points into the orb. You're generally using your orb a lot more than your silences, but if you can get the silence off and prevent like 2 dodges, one with the jaunt, one with the
you can see Miracle like he's getting into position for this. I guess suppose the orb coming from a tree line's got a higher chance of connecting. Okay, Papazari jumps out. Remember that creep wave's going to be there, but the silence, the only point up from Papazari. Miracle, he's got phase shift back off cooldown. He can dodge the attack and keep his salve going. So Papazari can't put in that little bit of damage he wants to stop Miracle, but he does do the tango trick.
That's a lot of mana to commit. Miracle only had to commit like 100 mana versus 180 for Papazari, so he did actually get the kill with the Waning Rift, so it might not be that great for him at this point in time. Miracle, I would be very surprised if he didn't take Waning Rift at level 4.
What's he sitting at? We'll have to wait a little bit longer. But 12-3, 12-3, a lot closer on the CS this time around. Miracle not losing control as Puck.
Yeah, this is dead even.
However, I think a lot of those deniers which have come from Papazari have been the range creeps.
Yeah.
Is he? Okay, Miracle's purposely taking the damage and keeping the creep wave up on his side of the hill.
Both players doing the same old loop-de-loop.
Well, it's this mirror. It's like we're watching Night Elf versus Night Elf right now.
Man, Pucks were OP. Nether Flare.
Anyway. Phase shift, dodge.
Oh,
Miracle's able to connect, however, on the orb. So extra consumables being burnt by Papazari this time around, as opposed to the other way around.
Oh, the silence committal too. He's not doing too well in the mana management department. Did he go? Oh, he went for 2 Waning Rift. Oh, this is big.
He's actually doing what you were talking about.
He could commit.
But the opposite way for Miracle is this 2-1-1 build from him.
You're just able to cast Orb a lot more often. You can get a lot more harass now. When you bait out a phase shift like that, you can connect with an Orb and consistent whittling down. Miracle's very healthy in terms of HP.
He's actually got Papazari so low. But his Orb was still on cooldown, so he couldn't commit again.
Drop the salves, backpack them, do something. Oh, the efficiency.
The nulls, yeah. He's holding on to him. There's no efficiency coming out from this man. Now the orb dodged by Miracle. Oh, he actually jaunted. He went over there. Now the Winning Rift is there from Papazari. He'll commit that, but missed the target. He wanted to strand Miracle on the Radiant side of the river, and it won't work, and now Miracle is just beating into him.
Level 6 is actually not that important here, because you can just... actually, it is pretty important, because if you can catch him after the jaunt, then it's pretty big, but otherwise...
How does that synergy work? Like when you orb out, like and you jaunt, you're still going to get triggered by the Dream Call? Like there's no way to dodge it?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter that much. I mean, you can just stay in and just tank with Waning Rift. That's the thing. Like if you're stronger in the straight right-click war, then Dream Coils, you don't have to run away. Just sit there. No biggie.
Miracle again with a phase dodge.
So still very even. Both heroes sitting at 22 CS. The clarity gets popped. The range creep. Okay, who's closer to 6 actually? Papazari is slightly behind. So we're talking about 5 and like 6/10 versus 5 and...
There's really not that much difference between them at the moment. You do have a little bit more of a wave for Papazari.
1-3-1 versus 2-2-1. The silence time is actually pretty significant, I would say, in this particular match. 2.25 doesn't sound like that much, but that 0.75 second, like, it could prevent you from jaunting all the way back.
He's still going to find the perfect moment against Miracle. So Miracle can ult forward, actually lets his own silence go. Papazari is not healthy.
He was about to dumpster him with a double combo, though, if Miracle stayed in melee range with a silence. So you can guarantee that the jaunt is going to hit, or that the orb is going to hit.
And they're both having to burn their salves.
Did Miracle commit for a second? No. Boots are not that important in this matchup because it's all. Oh my God! There's 3 creeps there.
He actually goes for the ulti and the silence. There's nowhere for Miracle to go. This could be it. The orb away. The damage is not enough to kill him. Miracle will survive the 1 charges, help keeping him above the threshold, and he gets back behind the tier 1.
Papazari just creates a lot more opportunities in this. He's not going to pre-eat a tango. Miracle very, very low. Where are the chicken at?
It's coming. It's at the tier 3 tower at the moment. We need to almost have like courier cams like permanently up next to the players at the moment. But Miracle.
Oh, wait, what did he skill at 6?
He got.
He got
2-3-1.
Okay. Interesting. All these skill builds. Miracle. That Dream Coil was almost game winning.
Yeah.
Almost series winning and trophy winning. He's that close. 1-0, as we see in the top ticker.
And you're starting to see the difference now with the CS too. Like Miracle had to burn through a hell of a lot before. Going to orb through the wave, so he loses the momentum too. But 33-12 against the 27-7. That's probably the biggest distance we've seen in difference in CS.
Definitely. Again, Papazari just identifying this tiny opportunity to go for a big play, even despite being slightly behind in terms of CS and in terms of HP and mana. He went for the kill build though.
Does he go again here?
Miracle's topped off. It's very difficult. Silence is not good for this when you can't whittle them down. Like if you get silenced and you're at full HP, you just stand there. You don't really care if you can't cast any of your spells because you're not going to die.
There's Miracle orbing the wave down again. Might be time to actually burn that clarity he's got. Yep, now he's got the space.
And interestingly enough, no ops wards for either side. Again, both players play pretty close to each other, and it's pretty easy to close the gap.
Don't think Miracle's actually got the money to really expend on an ops ward again. Phase shift, so he does manage to dodge the orb.
I think like sometimes you can get like level 2 phase shift, so you can actually sit invulnerable during the entire duration of the orb, so that you don't get hit by it. So level 2 phase shift you normally never pick up until like very late, like level 4, 4, 1, 1, so level 12 I would say, with 1 point in the talent. But in this matchup, might not be the worst thing in the world.
And watching Miracle trying, like he actually commits his rift to get a last hit on a range creep. Like this is the point he's at, but then the silence, Papazari, that silence can last for a long time. Miracle doesn't want to stick around. He's going to all jump himself away.
He has to be careful about that. If he has like cooldown on the orb, he can coil him, and as soon as he breaks it, he just throws a coil and just kills him. But you can see like how much guaranteed damage he can get because of the max level Waning Rift.
Yep.
This is becoming really intense. Miracle,
he's done the same.
Slightly behind in net worth, but he does have the HP advantage, but no mana. Not enough mana.
You actually wonder if he does have more, because he's gone for a 2-4-1 as opposed to Papazari with a 1-4-1-1. So Miracle currently has a little bit more burst damage in him if he wants to go like directly in.
That is true. Miracle can do more with less mana though, because he has higher levels of the main 2 spells that you're casting.
Yeah.
But level 8 versus level 7, almost level 8. But that one level difference is the Dream Core that we see right now. Range creep denied. Oh, misses.
He might actually be able to go for the second one too. So denying up both the range creeps for Miracle. That works. So this matchup, again, remaining very close. Even though it felt like Papazari was getting the advantage, Papazari seems to have a lot of kill plans for these 1v1s.
I don't think you're going to win by pushing the tower in this matchup.
No, you are not. But he's finding better positions. Like that first little attempt he had over on Miracle, trying to force him almost into the battle.
Oh, see? If he had a level 2 face shift there, he would have kept his clarity. But I don't know if it's worth it, but...
Now it's the other way around. There's your level 4 silence Papazari. Where's that ultimate from him? He's going to let it go. It's actually Miracle who triggers his. Miracle is not a healthy man. And now Papazari will trigger. Did he cancel a salve on that?
Yep.
Oh boy, at least Miracle's got a new one that just arrived. So he'll get his life back nice and quickly.
This is intense. I like this. What's the damage? 96. How much does Miracle have right now? He doesn't have a okay, they do have so 96, 96. This might be talent time pretty soon. Generally, people will take the intel talent as opposed to health.
Oh, the jump forward!
My God.
Miracle with the damage the silence will hold. He misses uphill, however. Miracle's going to be so close to killing up Papazari, but he didn't get the hit uphill.
Drop the nose, please. Oh, that hurts my soul.
If you like me, you don't have one. Able to phase shift out. He's going to lose his own clarity, however.
I would like to see some item baits. Like you're dropping your nulls, forcing them to maybe come in and try and right-click it. You waste a right-click. You know, that's...
Like you wait for the null. You drop the null strike to use your one charges. Miracle's walking around with 8 compared to Papazari's 0 at the moment.
You think so, but some of these players just are not about that life. I don't know why. Maybe too much micro, but that's rarely a thing anymore.
Like all the efficiency.
Remember when Mushi refused this power or tread swap? That was crazy. It's like a T1 professional player that doesn't tread swap.
I remember when Malk would play offlane Nature's Prophet and refused to get by clarity.
I've tried to erase that from my memory, Toby. Don't remind me.
There's a person on the panel who I'm fairly certain can't erase that from his memory. Papazari now going to turn for the orb. Phase shift dodges from both sides. First silence is out, so you'll have to stand there and fight it. But Miracle's going to have his up with a dream call. Miracle so low. Will it be enough? Yes, he will. The one touch will keep him alive. But Papazari the sound. Miracle will still get it. He's able to connect with the orb, and we're going to a decider. That was beautifully close.
I want to see this replay.
Let's see that again.
There's no replay?
That's the standard game being played out. Woo. Wait, did he not GG?
Oh, he didn't GG. Oh,
yeah,
no,
Miracle's going to keep... He's
call.
like, good luck, good luck. Yeah, there is no GG. Papazari will not give up after the first kill.
He didn't take a talent. He went for level 4 orb and level 4 waning rift. 8 intel is pretty good, but 175 health is also pretty good. So because this tower is not in any, I just assumed it was over after the first kill, but
yeah, well, Papazari disagrees. He disagrees with the world.
Just because every other one was like that. Papazari seems like the, I don't know. If you're behind, do you get the health?
Wait, did he just afford? Okay, Miracle afforded the full treads. So treads are coming on the courier to Miracle at the moment.
Treads are rough. Right click actually makes up a lot of your damage in this matchup.
But Miracle's got the money to celebrate as well. He does get the bonus. So Papazari needs to start doing damage control, repair things.
The net worth matchup was way worse than the last one, so he can still fight even despite this XP.
Oh the drawn forward and coming right to the tower, phase shift.
So much HP though.
Yep.
With Strangers, he's at like almost 1,200. Or with Papazari. Oh, the Veil. Oh, no boots. Nice.
Really?
Cooney's
he's going for the amplification?
He went for health. Okay, health I can kind of agree with because he's behind here. And you just need to not die a second time. That's how you lose.
Yep. And if he can get the kill onto Miracle and like levels up, Miracle's actually going back. He could have triggered a shrine. Oh no, you can't use shrines.
Can't use
shrines.
Yeah. Something else about the Veil too is the 6 armor. So 6 armor can actually offset a lot of the damage from the right click from the treads. So he also went for health. Okay, double health. But Veil though.
Yep. Helm of Vine Will is up, so we can have a quick look at this one little moment. The phase shift into salve.
That was actually... Oh, he didn't actually get the salve off before. It wouldn't have mattered. He still would have gotten crushed by that last orb. Melee range orb. Impossible to dodge. Okay, so let's see this. Now Miracle surely scouts out the... Do you get it like a close?
He just jumps in. The Rift is actually out from Papazari. The Orb will connect as well, but he won't want to stick around and fight.
It's a lot of damage.
It is, especially when Miracle didn't connect with Papazari, forced to stand on top of the tower. Dream Call versus Dream Call, all forward Papazari. He'll actually jump out. Miracle jumping past the tower. He's still got a couple of stick charges up his sleeve. And Papazari just with a fishing orb wins out on the trade-off. There's still only 200, 300 net worth between these two.
5 armor is incredibly good.
It really
11
is.
versus 6. Yeah, he's actually not getting that low from the right clicks. And you have to right click him down at this point. The magic burst is only like 500 damage. And then coil at, you know, maybe like just 550. With Veil though, that number becomes quite significant.
Wondering how Miracle tries to deal with it. He's looking at Veil himself
Drop
now.
those nulls. Or backpack them, whatever.
Whatever works. Phase shift. Miracle still got hit by that as well as the silence. He needs to get back up the hill and away. Try to cancel the clarity of Papazari, but misses his attack thanks to the phase shift. And they're back even on net worth. The man who actually spills first blood is currently not winning. He's so far behind on CS.
The build too. This build is incredibly good. So if you burst them down, even with like 2 volleys of spells combining with a stick, that's probably only like 1,000 damage. So you still have to right click through like 1,400, let's say, with a lot of stick charges. So Veil completes.
That he does. Miracle needs to switch his items back in again, so the Veil will connect, but it's more spam than anything else.
It's pretty good for pushing the tower down too. You can one-shot the range creep with the orb after the Veil.
Oh, Miracle, there's your jump forward. There's no Veil buff up on this one, so Miracle will tank the damage. He's got orb as well as his Dream Call of his own. Has to, actually, he'll get the South cancelled off. The quick jump away.
It was so important that he sticked before that. Now Papazari out of mana. He could go heal if he wanted to. That's a lot of mana to fill up. That's like 4 clarities.
Oh, Papazari, is he really going to stick around and try and fight
has no
that?
mana. He has no way to actually hit him. It's not like he can tread toggle. He has no boots.
Miracle's got his own regeneration coming out.
What's the mana regeneration looking at? 2.7 versus
6.8.
6.8 is only with the clarity. So 3.8. So what? 3 versus 2.7. I guess he gets a lot more from the 3.8. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Mana regen. Oh yeah. The efficiency.
Having to switch out, but it's the best way to do it underneath you're in tower. You are in relative safety, and Papazari is not going to jump on you unless you want to try and have a crack at him. That'll cancel the clarity. So Miracle with a small advantage.
Could last a while. 17 minutes and counting.
Oh, that orb actually connected, and Miracle's going to jump forward. The silence this time as Miracle's doing it with the Dream Coil. Just extra damage into Papazari and forces him to just jump away. He is going to jaunt and takes the stun. Miracle could look for this one. If he wants to do it himself, the orb will fly forward. Papazari will dodge it. Actually, no, he goes in. He's right next to the courier, and he'll take the courier as well. Cancel the clarity. Elder Doorbell, he'll cop the orb. So one of the kill will be traded back. Papazari will take that. He has no courier for 2 minutes.
He wants to get to this wave, I believe. He has to go home here. There's just no way around it right now because, he's not going to go home. He's actually going to pop his cell. So he can't ferry over Clarities, can't ferry over Mangoes, can't get a TP scroll to go back home.
Yep.
And he is going to just stand there and right-click. The Veil build really paying off for him. The courier kill is oftentimes
now he's going back.
That's too much mana to refill.
He took the creep wave and then retreats. So there's a double creep wave. So when
dude, he's still dead.
Yeah, that's a long death timer, man. That's a lot.
Now he's like, I want Veil too. I bet he's gonna find Veil. He's like, no, I saw this guy.
Yeah, he was sitting on that quick buy for the last 5 minutes, but it's taking him this long to catch up. So at least he get the double creep waves. This is Miracle sniping the courier. Remember, he does get a little bit of extra cash from that, but when that orb connects from Papazari, there's just no way for Miracle to survive.
Uphill miss, could have.
Potentially.
Oh, Wraithman. Okay, so he's going for the tower push. He didn't even fill up on mana. He really wanted to get that gold and XP. So, yeah, looks like Aquila, he wants to actually go for the tower push. I have actually seen Dagon have some merit in this matchup.
He actually jumped in for that one. He's already connected on the Veil, but the orb didn't connect, so now it's up to Miracle. He can jaunt himself nice and safely away from the Radiant Creep Wave. Actually went into the river. Didn't get him up on the high ground, but it drags the Radiant Creep Wave a long way away. He just denied the rune because he was just there.
Why not? Extra style points.
It's not like it's SF where you get the extra soul for denying the rune.
You get style points though, Toby.
You do.
Hello.
Veil connects, phase.
Oh, clarity not even taken. Perfect phase shift. Oh, actually, it's level 3 phase shift. What am I? Oh, these are. How's he going 14?
Well, he soaked up the experience before. Back.
Okay, how about level 15 talent? What are we looking at?
Now the orb, Miracle able to get the silence and all of the last hits, so that's nice for him. He's getting very close to having the Helm of Iron Will. Okay, Dream Call commit. Enough to get secondary. And Miracle's going to get Dream Call. That'll be that nice to stop from having a real combo. Mana room.
He might have to. How's about right now? Deleted on that. So mana regeneration, look at 4.5 base. Without any clarity, Miracle only at 3.1. So, I mean, you're in lane for a really long time. It's been 20 minutes now.
Yep. Oh, Veil, phase shift, able to dodge the orb, and Papazari's got nothing else to really follow up with, so there's no point jaunting.
No point at all. So playing 20 minutes without boots is quite hard.
Here's Miracle's reinforcements. So the Helm of Iron Will finally comes out for him. He's got a salve, he's got a clarity, so he'll go back up to full, and now he'll probably be able to, like, not properly physically trade with Papazari, just because he's going to be worried about the magical burst with the buff from the Veil, but it's a lot better for Miracle.
Yeah, he has the attack speed advantage, although Papazari will have the armor advantage.
Oh, Papazari's going to jump out, cancel your clarity. Puck, Miracle not looking too healthy, but Papazari still out of mana, no one charges available, and Miracle has banked up 5 of his own.
This requires excellent chicken micro, by the way. That's pretty hard to ferry out yourself, like, how many styles does he use this game? Like 25 or something? It's
a fair amount. Like, it's also like the prediction, like how much damage am I going to take? What play do I go for where I'm then willing to burn my salve directly after? Miracle's actually getting pretty damn close to winning this by tower. Remember, there's 2 ways you can win this. It's 2 kills or the destruction of the tier 1 tower. That's down to 309. How's Miracle's actually looking? Because 309 on the Radiant side versus, okay, just over 1,000 for Miracle. He could win this by pushing the lane and taking the tier 1 tower.
That means Papazari can't go home and heal. He might have... maybe he can push out the wave and get a TP scroll. I don't know. I'm just looking for a way to refill his mana all the way right now because it's just absurd that he can't actually cast spells all the time. Mango's too expensive. It's not cost efficient at all.
He may have no other choice if he's going to stay in the lane, because if Miracle does turn this into a push battle, and we start looking at tower victory as the main win condition for Miracle, Papazari cannot leave.
He's looking pretty close to that. Yeah, he might just keep having to ferry out like 50 clarities in this game.
Just keep burning him, be very happy, like, okay, Miracle triggers it, fine.
You can backdoor the towers too, and also worth noting is that Glyph has not been used, as far as I know, this entire game.
Correct.
And Glyph is actually kind of important.
And Glyph is allowed. Glyph is most definitely allowed. And now the Veil is over on Miracle, so he's got that buff up, he's got the 1 charges available, but this is sort of like leveling the matchups. The only difference is the difference between the Treads and the Aquila.
176 damage? Oh, he has the level 15 talent. Okay. Yeah,
the plus 50 damage from Papazari.
Yeah.
Does Miracle, like, Miracle's still shy of it, but with that damage, he can actually put a hell of a lot of, like, well, grunt work into that tier 1 tower.
Especially if his Aquila's turned on. Miracle actually has to make a play kind of soon. His tower's getting whittled down constantly. How's the mana looking? 620 versus... Oh, no. Miracle doesn't have enough mana to push out the lane. This could be a disaster.
It will be. If that orb's able to connect the damage, he's going to orb away.
This is really bad. His tower might die right here.
He has to drag the creep wave down. Like, there's no other choice. The damage from Papazari is still hitting in hard, but Miracle can't really stop it. So he has to come out and properly contest Papazari. The towers are so close to each other.
He needs
in
more
life
mana.
now.
I have no idea how Papazari regained this much mana, but now, yeah, Cloak to counter the Veil, and we've seen some cool item builds here. Miracle enough for 2 spells right now, not even enough for the coil unless he salves, or sorry, he sticks. And right now, the waves.
Or Papazari, Miracle
nice
able to dodge the rift, but Miracle's still in trouble. The Dream Call's going to trigger on him. He has to actually send it back towards Papazari, but with no creep wave, he just calls it. He understands he doesn't have the positioning. The kill belongs to Papazari. Will take the 1v1 tournament here at DAC 2017.
That was actually quite the